Mas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Get ready to witness the future stars of Philippine basketball as the best young talents from all over the country take the stage. Nandito tayo sa Escopa Covered Court in Quezon City at nagbabalik ang nag-iisang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League. And we're heading into our final game of the day, a South Division showdown as William Cabonillas and the current 4th placer Biñan Tatak Gel go up against Eko Magpali and the current 6th placer San Pedro Mamba. So magandang hapon po mga ka-Junior MPBL. The name is Cho Pangilinan, still with Coach Quito Limbo and Renoa Sanchez at the sideline. So magandang hapon sa iyo, Coach Quito.
Good afternoon, Cho, and sa lahat ng mga kaliga natin out there. Interesting matchup coming right up as both teams came from a tough loss.
Yeah, first and foremost, pag-usapan muna natin yung last games nga ng ating mga teams na maglalaban today. First with that disappointing loss of Biñan against the Tanawan Brahmans.
Yes, as you can see, Biñan lost against the Tanawan 79-92. They shot 39% in the field. They were minus 12 in rebounds and they let Tanawan convert 24 second chance points. And the player of the game last time was none other than Jeremy Godoy, who made 21 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal.
And hopefully Jeremy Godoy's efforts will be enough to propel Biñan into a W. Pero sa kabilang banda naman, unfortunately itong San Pedro Mamba losing as well, this time to the Zamboanga Sikat.
Yes, for San Pedro, they lost against Zamboanga 56-67. They shot 37% in the field. They were out-rebounded 26 for San Pedro, 38 for Zamboanga, and their points of turnovers, they let Zamboanga convert 22 points from turnovers. And their best player for San Pedro is Monmon Magsino, who made 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals.
And certainly transition defense has been an issue on the side of the San Pedro Mamba. But for now, again, our matchup, just to recap, the 4th placers, Biñan Tatak Gel, going up against the 6th placers, San Pedro Mamba. And wag na po tayong magsayang ng oras pa, ipasa na po natin ng mikropono sa ating venue announcer na si Gio Cruz.
A pleasant afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here at Escopa 3 here in Quezon City as we bring you the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League. It's between Biñan Tatak Gel versus San Pedro Mamba. Now let's have the starting 5 beginning with Biñan Tatak Gel. Starting guard number 17, Jello Alonte. Other guard number 29, Patrick Panelo. At forward number 25, Kurt Macalintal. Other forward number 21, Kurt Nokiao. And at center number 96, Luke Felipe. Head coach is Mac Arzola, assisted by Alan Mangahas, Raul Pantaleon. Team Manager Almer Almazora. Team Owner Honorable Vice Mayor Gel Alonte. Now let's meet the starters from San Pedro Mamba. Starting guard number 2, Chloe Aguinaldo. Other guard number 24, Troy Alvarez. At forward number 15, Monmon Magsino. Other forward number 22, Yuri Butler. And at center number 1, Joshua Mingilio. Head coach is Chris Javier. His assistants are Bong Modelo, Paulo Ramirez, and team manager Alvin Lugo. Our game officials, crew chief Raymond Madera, umpire 1 Cornel Tungol, and umpire 2 Nino Barcenas. Junior MPBL Executive Director Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner Mr. Kit Picasso. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Our door-eyed bola ng Pinoy team starters. For San Pedro, it's Aguinaldo, Alvarez, Magsino, Butler, and Mingilio. For Biñan, it's Panelo, Alonte, Macalintal, Nokyao, and Felipe. Again, 21 and under action on your way. And again, just a quick recap. Both teams coming from losses.
Yes.
Itong Biñan, losing against the Tanawan Brahmans. Sa kabilang banda naman, San Pedro, losing against Zamboanga Sikat.
In those two games, they are tambak eh. Tambak yung performance na ginawa nitong Zamboanga. Tinabakan nila ang San Pedro.
Both teams certainly looking to bounce back. Still no first blood after a couple of attempts from San Pedro, but Mingilio will steal it back. Mingilio has the basketball and will get fouled on the act of shooting. That is called on Macalintal. First is good for Mingilio.
And at the line, you can see Joshua Mingilio is averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds, playing 12 minutes.
Of course, a Biñan native and formerly played for Our Lady of Fatima University. Will go 2 out of 2. Nokyao has it. Alonte from deep. Not that time. So first blood actually, technically no first blood yet, as no field goal still sacked by both teams. But here comes JP Panelo, the attack. And that's good. First blood of the game belonging to Biñan.
And Panelo needs to step up here because Godoy is not around.
Meanwhile, another steal. Here comes Kurt Nokyao. Lost the leather though. Magsino picks it up. This time it's Aguinaldo. But Macalintal tried to get a hold of it. As an offensive foul will be called on Aguinaldo.
And look at that fast break na ginawa ni Panelo. His first basket of the game.
So we have a deadlock at 2. Let's take another look on this fast break. Fearless drive coming from John Patrick Panelo.
Yes.
Of course, the Sukat native also playing for the Sea Lions of Olivares College. But looks like Coach Chris Javier will first call in his boys and take advantage of this lull. Same with Coach Mac Arzola.
Yes.
Of course, coaching or helping Coach Mac Arzola is Mr. No-Show Socks, James Mangahas. Or rather, Alan Mangahas.
Alan Mahas, yeah.
So we're still waiting as our officials, for some reason, reviewing that last play. Again, that was a breakaway lay-in coming from JP Panelo. So far, it's Panelo and Mingilio scoring 2 points each for their squads. Talking about this guy, John Patrick Panelo, averaging close to 10 points and 3.5 rebounds per game. So certainly we expect to see more of those from him. And
Yes.
actually same with the other guy, that is Joshua Mingilio.
Yes. And especially, like what I've said, Godoy is not around for this game. So someone has to fill up the spot of Godoy if Biñan wants to win this game.
A lot of possible candidates. So again, for some reason, our officials still reviewing perhaps that last play, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. Or wait, that is the altercation between Makalintal and Aguinaldo. So again, they're still trying to see what really happened. And mukhang may decision ng ating officials.
It's an offensive foul. So ball goes to San Pedro.
It goes to Biñan.
Biñan rather.
So Panelo has the basketball. Possession continues. Alonte. Nowhere to go. Alonte picks up. Alonte attacks. 2 free throws coming up for Arthur Alonte.
And that's a very aggressive move para dito kay Alonte, creating basket for himself to get himself loosen up.
The Biñan native is at the free throw line, and first freebie is good. As we're seeing Coach Mac Arzola, head coach of the Biñan Tatak Gel. And Alonte will go 1 out of 2. Won't get his offensive rebound. Nonetheless, it's a 1-point lead for the Tatak Gel. Magsino. And that's good. Pull-up jumper inside the paint.
And that's a short jumper para dito kay Magsino. And those spots are gonna be wide open for Biñan, for San Pedro.
And Biñan on the other side will unfortunately turn the ball over. So San Pedro, another chance to extend their lead of 1. Mingilio to Butler. Yuri Butler sends it out. Aguinaldo against Nokiao. It's with Aguinaldo. Nowhere to go. Try to send it inside to Butler. But Butler hustling for it. That is blocked by Felipe. But Magsino gets it back. Magsino off the glass.
A great effort here para dito kay Magsino, saving that possession for San Pedro.
Meanwhile, that's gonna be a steal though. Here comes Aguinaldo. And finishes against Alonte. And with that, San Pedro increases the lead to 5, 8-3. And no choice for Coach Mac Arzola but to call a Nature Spring timeout. Another look in this Aguinaldo. Brave lay-in against Alonte. And we'll return after this Nature Spring timeout.
Wala pa man sa Pro League ay ginagamit na ni Patrick Panelo ng Biñan Tatak Gel ang kanyang basketball skills upang kumita ng pera at buhayan ng kanyang sarili. Nabanggit nga nito na nahihiya na daw siya humingi ng pera sa kanyang mama, kaya naman dumidiskarte na siya para sa kanyang sarili, at pag malaki daw ang kinikita niya ay hinahati niya pa ito sa kanilang dalawa. At nadagdag pa nga nito na mula senior high school to college ay scholar daw siya, at para naman sa kanyang mga allowance ginagamit niya ang mga prizes na nakukuha niya mula sa mga ligang sinasalihan niya na ligang labas. Coach Quito?
Thank you very much, Noah, for that report. And it's good to know that, meron tayong players today na really wise when it comes to spending their money.
Yes,
Not only the money, but, their resources overall.
Yes, because they know that funds or monies that they're spending hindi naman normally hindi pa naman siya sustainable. So they really need to make way for what they're spending.
Right now, Biñan looking to erase this 5-point lead, but San Pedro having this possession. Meanwhile, Aguinaldo from 3 overcooks it. Oh, Butler able to tap it off Makalintal, so possession will stay. 5-point lead for San Pedro. Makalintal will take a seat. And replacing him is number 6, Bill Garcia, another Biñan native. Meanwhile, Mingilio, good that jump shot. JP Panelo brings it down. Nokiao, nowhere to go. Back to Panelo. He fires for 3. Yes, sir!
That's a great start para dito kay Panelo. With a wide open 3-point shot.
5 points already for JP Panelo. Meanwhile, Aguinaldo, high arcing shot. That's good.
Very aggressive play rin para dito kay Aguinaldo.
Here goes Kurt Nokiao. Almost losing it. Panelo has it. They have 14 seconds. Nokiao from deep. Yes, sir!
Straight away 3 para dito kay number 21, Nokiao. And that came from Panelo.
Who hit a 3 also earlier. So right now, San Pedro, just a 1-point lead for them. And so far, Biñan Tatak feeling it from downtown as we take another look at this Nokiao 3-pointer. Again, cuts the lead of San Pedro to just 1. Meanwhile, Panelo brings it down. Tried to set it inside but intercepted. And Alvarez, no defender inside for them.
That's a great pass para dito kay Magsino to an open Alvarez.
Meanwhile, that's gonna be blocked. That was Uno Bidar of San Pedro blocking Panelo's shot. Meanwhile, San Pedro unable to capitalize. Felipe off that Alonte pass. Felipe drawing that foul, and 2 freebies coming up for FEU's Luke Felipe.
Yeah, on the other side for Biñan, that's a great stop of a transition nitong San Pedro. Itong si Nokiao nakakuha pa na isa pang block.
First one is good for Felipe. Meanwhile, we see this Alvarez touchdown lay-in. As San Pedro just up by 2 right now. And Felipe will make it just 1. So perfect trip for FEU's Luke Felipe. And here comes the San Pedro Mamba. Eko Magpali checking in this game. They string it around the arc. Alvarez, floater, no good. Angot grabs the board. Peralta, the one to bring it down. Alonte, back to Peralta. Sends it inside, good find to Garcia.
A great find there para dito kay number 7, Peralta. San Pedro was thinking of dishing it out to Alonte, but all of a sudden, there's an open Felipe, or rather, Garcia.
Meanwhile, Magpali puts one up. Not that time, but they get it back. Bidar, almost out of bounds. It's still with San Pedro. Bidar one more time. Good defense from Felipe. And here comes Biñan Tatak Gel. Give and go action. Felipe doing it on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, great defense here by Felipe. Siya na yung nakadribble, siya pa nakafinish.
So make that 3-point lead for the Biñan Tatak Gel as we take another look on this give and go sequence. Again, a Peralta and Felipe connection. Under 3 minutes remaining, major spring timeout called. Back to the action right here. Again, it's a 3-point gap in favor of Biñan Tatak Gel. As there's under 3 minutes remaining in chapter number 1, Luke Felipe says no.
And the interior defense of San Pedro, or rather Biñan, are stepping up. With the likes of Felipe and Garcia on the floor, you're gonna be intimidated if you're San Pedro to attack the basket.
Not to mention Angot as well, contributing some size. Actually, itong si Arthur Alonte, another tall guard. Meanwhile, Vidar fades away. Not that time. Here comes Angot. Brings it down, finds Peralta. He attacks. Peralta will send it outside. Angot. Felipe from deep. Yes, sir!
Wow, what a performance ang pinapakita nito ni Felipe. He's showing his skills inside and out.
7 points now for Luke Felipe. And more importantly, a 6-point lead for Tatak Gel. That is misfired. Angot grabs it. He brings it down. Finds Felipe. One more time.
7 straight points para dito kay Felipe. Helping his San Pedro to, rather Biñan.
So 9 points in total already for Felipe. Meanwhile, Magpali tried to pass it last second to Dural, pero miscommunication right there. As we take another look. Look, Felipe just too strong, too big for his defenders.
Bad timing in the part of San Pedro.
Under a minute remaining in chapter number 1. Garcia has it. He gives it to Peralta. Meanwhile, Garcia almost losing it. Tried to give it back to Felipe, but that's too strong.
Yeah, unfortunately, Felipe wasn't in that position to receive the ball, and Garcia is rushing his pass there. They cause a turnover.
Magsino, good fake, he attacks. So, basket and one. That is Mon Magsino. A chance to make it a 3-point play. Talk about doing things in a simple manner.
Yeah, that's a nice shot fake by Mon. Look at that layup and one.
Doing things in a simple manner, but having big impacts on your team. That is the play style of Mon Magsino. A San Pedro native, currently playing for Perpetual Biñan Saints. As he completes that 3-point play, more importantly, cuts the lead to just 5 for the Biñan Tatak Gel. Peralta has it. Hands it off to Felipe. Felipe, it's in his hands. Look, Felipe sends it inside. Garcia. And what a play executed right there by Biñan.
A nice pass there by Felipe and a good cut by Garcia.
Meanwhile, last 4 seconds as a foul going to be called on Peralta. They have one more foul to give. Or rather, 2 more fouls to give.
It's a smart foul there by for the part of Biñan. And now they can set up their defense with 4 seconds left in the game.
So here comes the San Pedro Mamba. Magpali, tried to send it inside to Renala. But that was foiled by the Biñan defense. So we'll end the first chapter with a score of 22-15, a 7-point gap. As the Biñan Tatak Gel, at least for now, are in the driver's seat. Me and Coach Quito shall return for the start of the second period. Once again, ito po ang nag-iisang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, gabayan.
22-15 as we approach the second period. It's Biñan Tatak Gel up by 7. So far, it's Luke Felipe leading the charge for the Biñan Tatak Gel with 7 points, or rather 9 points already.
Good shot there by number 8 of San Pedro. Eco Magpali.
Correction, that's only 7 points.
Yes.
Pero that time it's the big boy, John Mark Renala, scoring for San Pedro. But quick to answer back is Luke Felipe. So now he has 9 points.
Yes. And so far, great start para dito kay Felipe.
Biñan up by 5 still. Aguinaldo, nowhere to go, puts one up. And good fake right there. As Garcia gets called for that foul. And Aguinaldo still on the painted area, seems to have gotten hit on the eye area.
Yeah.
Obviously it wasn't intentional.
And
And we see Alonso Garcia saying sorry to Aguinaldo, so nothing serious. As we see this breakaway coast-to-coast.
coast-to-coast play.
Yeah, from John Mark Renala. Yet another San Pedro native playing for the Mamba.
And Aguinaldo will sit down.
He was really hit hard.
Yeah, and he will be replaced by Troy Alvarez, number 24, and he will be the one to take 2 free throws.
And Troy Alvarez. Again, another San Pedro native. Playing for Perpetual Biñan. And we're seeing Coach Chris Javier coaching the San Pedro Mamba. The head coach of this team. Alvarez will miss that second freebie. Nonetheless, it's a 4-point lead for the Tatak Gel. Peralta. This time it's Felipe. He's up against Alvarez. And that's going to be a whistle. A foul call on San Pedro. So both teams having 1 foul each. 14 seconds to shoot for Biñan. Angot. Nowhere to go. Trying to find his teammates. Will settle for a shot instead. That's in and out. Here goes Eco Magpali. Dishes it to Alvarez. Back to Magpali. They swing it around the arc. San Pedro having this possession. No good at that jump shot from Tabuzo. And here goes Angot on the run. But will step on the brakes and will set it outside. Felipe from deep. Yes, sir!
Back-to-back threes para dito kay Felipe. And that's the 12th point already by Felipe.
Meanwhile, Magpali. Good dish to Magsino, but that is blocked by Felipe. And here goes Garcia. Good find to Felipe. No look pass to Peralta. What a play coming from the Biñan Tatak Gel.
Yeah. Felipe showing his skill set there, showing his passing skills, reading the defense well.
Here comes Alvarez to the corner. Tabuzo getting bumped by Angot as he gets called for that foul. But Biñan, just their second team foul of the quarter, and they're up by 9 as we take another look. No look pass from Felipe to Peralta. Baseline inbound. Alvarez, finds the open. Eco Magpali.
The white shirts seems like hindi nila alam na nagsa-start na yung game.
Garcia from downtown. Unable to hit that one. So here comes the San Pedro Mamba. A chance to minimize the lead. They're trailing by 7. 3 minutes passing by in our second chapter. Eco Magpali, left side of the arc, will attack. Oh, Angot, good defense.
Great defense there by Angot, staying in front of his man.
Angot has it. This time it's Garcia, right side of the arc. Now up top Panelo, this time left side. It's Luke Felipe, he will attack. Another send out, Garcia from deep. That is overcooked. Another try, Makalintal, basket. And one, you gotta love the hustle
Yes,
of that guy, Johan Kurt Makalintal.
but you need to give credit para dito kay number 10, Garcia, keeping the ball alive, tapping it in to Makalintal.
Pound for pound fitness foul, counted move for the Santa Rosa native, Johan Kurt Makalintal. But for now, we'll be turning it over to Rinoa Sanchez for a report.
Para kay Monmon Magsino ng San Pedro Mamba, ang kanyang biggest inspiration ay ang kanya ring greatest sacrifice. Ever since grade 4 raw, ay nasa poder na siya ng kanyang lola, kaya tinuturing niya itong number 1 supporter. Pero last May this year, ay na-stroke raw ito para sa kanyang malaking sakripisyo ang hindi niya pagbabantay sa kanyang lola kahit gusto niya itong alagaan para makapag-training dahil gusto niyang maipakita ang kanyang mga performances lalo na kapag fully healed na raw ito. Coach Kito, Cho?
Thank you very much, Rinoa, for that report.
Very inspiring story. Taking care of his grandma.
But San Pedro now looking to be inspired as they're trailing by 10. Double-digit lead for Biñan, the first one in this game and their biggest lead of the game.
Yes.
Alvarez from deep. Couldn't get it to go. Angot with a strong rebound. And here comes Angot of Biñan. Will send it to Panelo. This time it's Makalintal. He'll decide to attack. And no good. Meanwhile, San Pedro almost turning the ball over. Magpali to Butler. This time Mingilio. Angot getting fouled as he tried to snipe that ball off Mingilio.
He should have stayed in front of his man.
So 2 free throws coming up for Joshua Mingilio. So far has 2 points and 2 rebounds.
And that's Angot's third personal foul.
Again, another Biñan native in this game, Joshua Mingilio. And as I have mentioned before, formerly played for Our Lady of Fatima University. However, will go 1 out of 2. But good thing he cuts the lead to just single digits, exactly at 9. Panelo, up top to Garcia, trying to find his teammates, but he loses it. But he will get it back. This time, good passing. They tried to slam that home. That was short. Nonetheless, Makalintal will do it the old-fashioned way.
Makalintal said, ako na, papakita ko sa'yo. Papakita ko sa'yo, Garcia.
2 points is 2 points, says Makalintal. Meanwhile, Alvarez will pass it to nobody and will turn the ball back to Biñan. So Panelo will be the one to bring it out. Finds Nokyao. This time it's Garcia. Hands it off to Panelo. Up top. Makalintal provides the pick. Panelo from deep. He won't hit it. Makalintal gets it back though. Tried to muscle his way inside but will draw a foul instead.
And that's the advantage of Biñan. Using their size and physicality, punishing San Pedro in the post area, and Makalintal will earn his way into the charity stripe.
First one on its way for Makalintal. First one is no good. On our screens, you're seeing Coach Mac Arzola and beside him, Coach Alan Mangahas. Second one on its way for Makalintal. And he gets it. So make that a 12-point lead already for Biñan Tatak Gel as Arthur Alonte going back into this ball game. Meanwhile, Alvarez, the attack. Oh, Renala getting fouled. Let's take another look on what happened right there. Renala, that was a good fake, but he got fouled.
Very patient there para dito kay number 3, John Renala.
We're seeing Coach Chris Javier mentoring Eko Magpali and Alvarez at the sidelines. And nonetheless, the San Pedro native John Mark Renala will miss that first freebie. Second one on its way. Unable to get it still. Alonte with a rebound. Here comes Arthur Alonte for Biñan. This time it's Makalintal. Alonte asking for it. Nokyao has it. Hands it off to Panelo. This time it's Makalintal, low post. Backing down his opponent. Garcia inside a key jumper, won't fall.
That's an open shot para dito kay Garcia. Sayang, hindi niya na-shoot.
Eko Magpali, this time Uno Bidar. Up top, back to Magpali. At the left side of the arc, will take a three. But he won't hit it. Garcia and Renala fighting for the rebound, but it will stay with San Pedro.
Renala trying to keep the ball alive, giving San Pedro another possession.
Magpali has it. Bidar up top. He fires for three. Yes, sir!
Big basket there by number 0, Bidar.
And seems like that was a long two. So make that just a 10-point lead for Biñan. Meanwhile, Magpali being caged. Nowhere to go. Ball picked up by Alonte. High pass to Felipe. And good fake on the side of Luke.
And that's a great footwork para dito kay Felipe. And nice pass para dito kay Alonte.
Unfortunately, that won't count as an assist. Meanwhile, Renala tried to get it, but Nokyao, good defense on his part. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. San Pedro Mamba. Bidar trying to get free. Instead, that's Joshua Milka. Now Alvarez has it. Last 4 seconds. Alvarez putting on the moves. Renala will need to put one up. That'll be a shot clock violation called on the San Pedro Mamba.
That's a great defense na pinakita ng Biñan in that possession. Staying in front of their man.
Meanwhile, Felipe, oh, what a couple of moves coming from Luke Felipe.
Oh, that was a side step para dito kay Felipe.
How can someone as big as him do that?
Oh,
I mean, what, you're over 6 foot tall and you can zig and zag your way into the cup. Calling about this guy, Luke Felipe. Nonetheless, a 13-point lead on the side of Biñan. Nature spring timeout called by Coach Chris Javier. (39-26). Again, it's a 13-point lead. Biñan on the driver's seat. Under 2 minutes remaining in chapter number 2. Magbali nowhere to go. Almost a steal for Panelo. Meanwhile, the attack, no good from Aguinaldo. Felipe, high pass, Renala intercepts it. Joshua Milga will step on the brakes, hands it off. Eko Magbali directing the offense. Milga will attack, drops it. Renala, good fake, basket, and one for John Mark Renala.
And that's a great pass para dito kay Milka. Creating a situation there. A good drop pass there. And a great concentration para dito kay Renala.
Pound for pound fitness foul counted move. Again, that's the San Pedro native, John Mark Renala. But he won't complete that three-point play. And Luke Felipe slamming it home. It's sunny outside, but Luke Felipe, a thunderous jam.
What a two-handed dunk there by Felipe.
And more importantly, Biñan up by 13. You have to guard the likes of Luke Felipe or else he will keep doing that to you. Meanwhile, Makalintal showing what he can do.
Biñan knows na merong mismatch talaga every time Makalintal has the ball. So they're really taking advantage of it.
A bonus freebie coming up for Johan Kurt Makalintal. And so far, he has been muscling his way inside a lot of times during this game.
And Johan Makalintal is averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Playing 12 minutes, talking about quality minutes na binibigay ni Makalintal for Biñan.
And indeed, the Santa Rosa native has been instrumental for Biñan. And he will make that a three-point play. 11 points already for Johan Makalintal. Meanwhile, San Pedro Mamba, they have it. Renala will attack. Renala reverse. No good. They try to get it back, but Alonte gets a hold of it. Alonte attacks. Arthur Alonte all the way.
Great move there para kay Alonte. Recognizing his opponent, no? Wide open yung lane and tries to attack and make the basket.
So Biñan now up by 18 with 3 seconds remaining in chapter number 2. It's not looking good. It's far from good actually for San Pedro. It looks like Coach Mac Arzola will call a Nature Spring timeout. Let's take another look on this thunderous jam coming from Luke Felipe. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that name, and I'm sure you are indeed already familiar with it. Again, 3 seconds remaining in chapter number 2. We shall take a short break. (46 to 28). A dominating, commanding lead by the Biñan Tatak Gel.
On the free throw line, you see Aguinaldo, Chloe Aguinaldo.
And that'll be it for our first 2 chapters. It's 46 to 29. Again, a commanding, dominating lead by the Biñan Tatak Gel as they continue to be in that driver's seat. And me and Coach Quito shall return for the start of the second half. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League.
Nature Spring, the #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Found active for quality sportswear. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Dolbinitos ang pambansang asawa. Red Dynasty, Winford Resort and Casino.
Nagbabalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Biñan Tatak Gel versus San Pedro Mamba. At kasama po natin ngayong hapon si Coach Alan Mangahas ng Biñan Tatak Gel. Magandang hapon po, Coach. Coach, kanina nabanggit po sa akin ni Coach Mac Arzola na hanggang ngayon po ay nahihirapan pa rin kayo sa scheduling, Coach. So, paano po ang naging approach and tactics natin coming into today's game?
Yung naging approach lang namin to this game is mag-go hard lang kasi nga yun nga wala naman kaming ensayo, so mag-go hard lang sila, tas dumepensa para maging maganda yung offense namin.
Ayan, Coach, kahit wala po kayong ensayo ay kayo po ang lamang for almost 20 points, Coach. So, it's safe to say na hawak niyo po ang rhythm of the game. So, how do you plan to keep it on your side all throughout the quarters?
Lumamang kami through defense naman namin, so more on pass break. So, i-maintain lang namin yung intensity para hanggang dulo kami yung lamang and makuha namin hopefully yung panalo.
Coach Alan, baka may gusto kang pasalamatan at batiin.
Binabati ko si Vice Mayor Jel Alonte, si Mayor Arman, si Konglen Alonte, tsaka yung mga tiga-Biñan na sumusuporta sa amin, tsaka yung mga pamilya namin, tsaka yung mga kaibigan namin. Yun.
Maraming salamat po, Coach Alan, and good luck on your quarters and games. Muli po mga kaliga, kayo ay nanonood ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Magbabalik po kami.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang Cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Wing Bowl, it's like coming home. Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Punong Barangay Danilo Villanueva of Barangay Escopa 3 for hosting today's game.
(46-29). Again, it's definitely a commanding lead of the Biñan Tatak Gel, as again they continue to be in the driver's seat of this game, leaving San Pedro miles behind. And so far, it has been a thunderous performance coming from Luke Felipe with 18 points, leading the charge of this Biñan Tatak Gel squad. However, Magsino, Aguinaldo, Rinana scoring more than 4 points each. So San Pedro definitely not backing down anytime soon, as we still have a whole other half to play.
Yes, as you can see, Biñan Tatak Gel is leading 46-29. Biñan Tatak Gel shooting very well in the field, 60% with 23 rebounds, 12 assists, and 11 turnovers. Samantala dito sa San Pedro, their shot 33% in the field with 17 rebounds, 7 assists, and committing 10 turnovers.
And that has been a poor performance actually coming from San Pedro. So it's obvious they would have to improve that if they want to match up against the Biñan Tatak Gel. That's, adding more players to their roster right now with the arrival of Jeremy Godoy and Wilhelm Cabonillas.
Yes, and if you're San Pedro, you need to take care of the ball well, limit your turnovers, and at the same time control the boards if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Yes, and the disparity in the points in the paint, Biñan, plus 10.
Yes.
So that's, certainly a problem. And San Pedro, again, will have to find a solution, not only to that, but the rest of the problems they're going to face.
Yes, plus their fast break points for Biñan Tatak Gel. They're +8 as well.
So, San Pedro Mamba.
So it's a big task to fill in the part of San Pedro, but I really believe, since ang coach ng San Pedro is si Coach Javier, He knows he's a big guy in the UAAP league, so he knows how to coach big or tall players, and for sure he can teach these guys how to get or grab rebounds.
And now we're seeing on the floor for the first time Wilhelm Cabunilias and Jeremy Godoy. Let's see if San Pedro will be able to come back. Meanwhile, Alonte and no good on that up top three. On the run is Aguinaldo. Hands it off. Magpali. This time it's Monmon Magsino. Another handoff. Joshua Mingilio will choose to attack. Mingilio in and out. He will get it back though, but that's going to be foiled. And a foul going to be called on Biñan's number 52, Mark Daniel Burgos, another player that just arrived.
Yes, and that's his first personal foul.
First one is good for Mingilio. Again, we're seeing Coach Chris Javier, head coach of this San Pedro Mamba squad. 2 out of 2 freebies. Magpali make that a 4-0 run. So here comes Angot against Mingilio. He has nowhere to go, but will send it to Alonte. He's up against Aguinaldo. Arthur Alonte will lose the leather. Here comes Aguinaldo. He attacks. No good.
Great stop there by Alonte, not giving up on the play.
Meanwhile, Angot, eyes on the prize, is Angot. So it's still at 15. Talking about the lead of Biñan. Magpali spin move, no look pass to the cutting Joshua Mingilio.
Great cut there by Mingilio, and good recognition by Magpali.
Meanwhile, that's going to be a foul called on San Pedro. That's called on Monmon Magsino. As we take another look on this no-look pass of Echo Magpali to the cutting Joshua Mingilio.
And this is just a 13-point lead. There's a lot of time left for San Pedro to bounce back.
Strong rebound coming from Renala. Almost 2 minutes passing by in chapter number 3. Magsino hands it off. San Pedro Mamba, they have 8 seconds to shoot. The fadeaway overcooks it. They will get it back though, but that shot is erased by Burgos. Still with San Pedro though. They try one more time, but Joshua Mingilio, another trip to the free throw line for this young man.
Very smart move para dito kay Mingilio. Seeing a mismatch ahead of him. As he makes his first free throw.
Second one on its way.
And he makes the second. And now it's an 11-point lead.
Yes, slowly but surely. Now it's a 9-point lead. Slowly but surely, itong San Pedro Mamba erasing that big of a deficit.
And that's a great start para dito sa San Pedro.
And it's actually ironic, you know, with the arrival of Godoy, Cabunilias, and the others, you'd think mahihirapan lalo yung San Pedro.
Yes, 100%. But you need to understand, this is a third quarter already. So for sure, hinahanap pa nila yung rhythm nila sa game.
Meanwhile, San Pedro continuing to score right here, cutting the lead of Biñan to just 7. And San Pedro, you know, perhaps with the arrival nga ng new players, baka mas na-motivate pa sila to do better.
Yes.
But this time, it's a 2-in-1 situation. Angot not wasting that opportunity. So it's back to 9. Let's see if Biñan getting that as a wake-up call. Aguinaldo directing the offense, signaling Joshua Mingilio to go to the other corner. Magsino, another send out. Aguinaldo, this time it's Mingilio. Mid-range jumper, that's good.
Great find there, may pagpali. Looking for a wide open Mingilio.
So here comes Angot and Biñan. He attacks Angot. No good on that shot. Aguinaldo to Magbali. Cabonillas contesting. Good defense from Wilhelm Cabonillas. So the lead is back at 7. Alonte. Inside to Burgos. Out to Cabonillas. He fires for 3. And he gets fouled on the act of shooting.
Cabonillas not wasting time, getting his rhythm already.
So 3 freebies will be given to this former FEU baby Tamara, Wilhelm Cabonillas.
And Cabonillas is averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists.
And of course, aside from being an FEU baby Tamara, he is also a Batang Gilas standout. And as we're seeing right now, the bench of Biñan Tatak Gel, there's Coach Mac Orzola, Coach Alan Mangas, and of course, Vice Mayor Gel Alonte,
Oh, yes.
as you previously saw in our screens. And Wilhelm Cabonillas will knock that one down. So make that a 10-point lead, double-digit lead once again for the Biñan Tatak Gel. Aguinaldo has it. Magsino providing the pick. Aguinaldo being harassed by Macalintal, but he ends up getting fouled.
Aguinaldo rocking that Kobe 5 Bronto X-ray.
So 3 fouls now called on Biñan Tatak Gel. Aguinaldo. Sideline inbound. Finds Dural. First points of the game for Dural.
And that's a great find para dito sa San Pedro for a cutting Dural.
Meanwhile, Felipe to Cabonillas for 3. He won't hit it. Eko Magpali on the rush, but Cabonillas gets it back. Wilhelm Cabonillas, high pass. But last touch on Macalintal, so possession back to San Pedro.
You can really see San Pedro struggling because of the late presence of Cabonillas and Godoy.
Here comes Aguinaldo. San Pedro just down by 8. Renala challenging the defense. But that won't work for him. Good defense on the side of Cabonillas and Felipe. Panelo asking for it. He gets it. It's a pick from Macalintal. Panelo. No good on that shot. Cabonillas power rebound and power finish.
And that's how you get your rhythm for Cabonillas, getting those second chance points.
Again, proving that height is indeed might.
Yes.
Is Wilhelm Cabonillas. That time, Alvarez missing badly. Let's take another look. And this power rebound, the big boy moves coming from Wilhelm Cabonillas. So far has 5 points in this ball game. And more importantly, Biñan once again with a 10-point lead as there's under 4 minutes remaining in chapter number 3. And we're seeing the officials having a conversation with Coach Mac Arzola. And also on our screens, we're seeing Coach, or rather Vice Mayor Gel Alonte. Of course, Vice Mayor of Biñan. So that's gotta be a technical foul called.
Yes, for taunting.
That's a big development right there. I mean, you're up by 10, and who knows, this might be a momentum shift.
Yeah, especially we're still in the third quarter.
Yes, indeed, anything could still happen. So Chloe Aguinaldo will be the one to take the technical freebie. So far has 5 points and 3 assists in this game. That tactical freebie is good. And more importantly, will cut that lead of Biñan to just 9 points. Under 4 minutes remaining again in chapter number 3.
So that's a free throw and a possession for Biñan, Tatak Gel. Okay. So the possession will remain to San Pedro after that free throw made by Aguinaldo.
Yes, because it's only a regular technical foul
Yes.
and not an unsportsmanlike foul. Meanwhile, it's with San Pedro. Alvarez against Panelo. The pick from Butler. Alvarez from deep. He won't hit it. Big time rebound from Cabonillas. Finds Felipe. He will step on the brakes. Cabonillas will fire for 3 and overcooks it. Alvarez finds Aguinaldo, or rather that's Uno Bidar. And no good on that shot. But they will get it back. Alvarez to the other side of the wing. This time it's Butler. Give and go action, but that time William Cabonillas says no.
A great reaction there by Cabonillas, getting that rejection.
Felipe almost losing that leather. Alonte, the pick from Makalintal. Mid-range jumper, the fadeaway is good for Arthur Alonte.
That's a great step back para dito kay Arthur Alonte, creating a space for him to get that short jumper.
So far it's 4 points in this game for Arthur Alonte. Meanwhile, Butler hands it off. Uno Bidar looking to create, but will send it out to Alvarez. They have 2 seconds. He needs to put one up. Dural, no more time, as that'll be a shot clock violation.
Great defense ang pinapakita ng San Pedro.
Coach Chris Javier will try to recalibrate his players as he calls a nature spring timeout. They're down by just 11. 2 minutes 25 seconds remaining in chapter number 3.
You'd like to acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Vice Mayor Jel Alonte. Maraming salamat po sa inyong support sa Junior MPBL.
Mga kaliga, kasama po natin ngayong hapon ang Vice Mayor ng Biñan, Laguna, one and only Vice Mayor Jel Alonte. Magandang hapon po. It's an honor being here with you today. Vice Jel, thank you po for your all-out support and continued support to Biñan Tatak Jel, and of course to Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Coach, Vice Mayor, question lang po. On Wednesday, meron po kayong do or die game against South Cotabato. Pwede po bang mag-share po kayo ng preparations po na ginagawa nyo?
Siyempre, unang-una, muli maraming salamat sa mga taga-Biñan na sumuporta nung last game namin. And hopefully, nag-practice kami kanina, tomorrow, hanggang bago mag-Wednesday, talagang continue lang yung practice. And nag-practice kami sa home court na para ma-secure namin yung, hopefully, manalo kami, makuha namin yung game 3 sa Wednesday.
Vice Gel, baka gusto niyo po silang imbitahin para panoorin at continue po kayong suportahan.
Yes, sa lahat po ng panatiko ng MPBL League, manood po kayo sa Alonte Sports Arena. October 23, Wednesday, magandang laban po. Cotabato versus Biñan Tatak Gel. Do or die po, win or go home.
Once again, thank you po, Vice Gel Alonte, and we're praying and wishing you good luck on your game on Wednesday. Mga kaliga, kayo pa rin po ay nanonood ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League. Ibabalik ko po kayo kay Cho at Coach Quito.
Thank you very much, Rinoa. Once again, that is the Vice Mayor of Biñan, Laguna, Vice Mayor Gel Alonte. And of course, congratulations to Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tires for taking that Game 2 of that 3-game series.
Yeah, that's a very interesting game, no? And looking forward to watch that game on Wednesday.
Indeed. Again, it's a win or go home, so better stay tuned. Again, sabi nga ni Vice Mayor Gel Alonte, October 23 at the Alonte Sports Arena. Yung kalaban nila, hindi biro ha. South Cotabato Warriors.
But when if it's Game 3, it's anybody's ball game. So it's very interesting to watch.
But this time, we'll be watching Wilhelm Cabonillas as he goes for 2 points, make that a 13-point lead for Biñan Tatak Gel. Under 2 minutes remaining in chapter number 3, as that shot badly missed by San Pedro. So here comes Biñan Tatak Gel. Panelo brings it down. Biñan's backcourt right now, Panelo and Arthur Alonte. Cabonillas attacking, sends it out. Felipe from deep, not that time. Tabuzo chooses to attack against Alonte. Good defense coming from Arthur Alonte.
Great defense para dito kaya Alonte.
Meanwhile, taking flight is Wilhelm Cabonillas. It's a 15-point lead. Over a minute remaining in chapter number 3.
And Cabonillas, that's his 9th point in the game. And look at that stride all the way to the basket for Cabonillas.
Yes, just another day in the office for Wilhelm Cabonillas. And again, it's a 15-point lead. Almost a steal. It's still with San Pedro. Bidar will go outside, sends it to the other wing. They fire from deep. Alvarez won't connect.
Oh,
But wait a minute, someone is on the ground. I think that's
Felipe.
Yeah, look, Felipe.
Okay. So it looks like he's having cramps. Sana pala hindi na siya dumaktak in the first half.
Perhaps that was the reason but siya nag-cramps. I mean, you can't blame him. He has been going all out in this ball game.
Yes, and he has 18 points already in his name.
And not to mention, also 6 rebounds and 2 assists.
Oh, yes.
So definitely an all-around performance so far for him.
And it seems like itong third quarter, he's been MIA, and yun pala, is he feels like he's having cramps.
So look, Felipe will take a well-deserved rest. And replacing him is De Guzman. So here goes Peralta. This time it's Garcia. 2 Garcias actually for Biñan. As De Guzman has the basketball, hands it off to Alonzo Garcia. It's a pick from Bill Garcia. Garcia. That was a bad pass coming from Alonzo Garcia, leading to a turnover.
Yeah, their offense seems to go nowhere in that possession.
Meanwhile, again, it's a 15-point gap. Last 16 seconds. San Pedro looking to take their time. Alvarez puts one up. Not that time. Garcia gets it. Peralta on the run. Peralta, 2-on-1, doesn't matter.
What a move there by Peralta. Playing against two big guys.
What a way to end this third quarter, as we can see again that 2-on-1 situation being attacked by Peralta. 17-point gap in favor of Biñan, Tatak Gel. And we return for the start of our fourth and final chapter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
(63-46), a 17-point gap, a demanding, dominating lead on the side of Biñan Tatak Gel. But still, we have one more quarter for San Pedro to bounce back.
Yes. And you can see the struggle of San Pedro, shooting 30% in the field.
So right now, it's in the hands of Biñan. So no Wilhelm Cabonillas, no Luke Felipe in the starting lineup for the fourth period. But there is Mark Burgos.
So this will be an interesting lineup para dito sa Biñan Tatak Gel, since wala si Felipe and si Cabonillas.
So here comes San Pedro. Monmon Magsino putting on the moves. Nowhere to go, sends it inside. The open Eco Magbali will deliver.
Great cut there by number 8, Murillo. He caught his opponent sleeping.
Garcia getting fouled by John Mark Grenada. And that's going to be 2 freebies coming up for Bale Garcia. Let's take another look on this good pass coming from Magsino to Magpali. First freebie is good for this Biñan native, and of course playing for Perpetual Biñan Saints.
6-2 baskets.
So almost a minute passing by in chapter number 4. Magpali, nowhere to go. Sends it to the corner. Renata will attack. And that's 2 free throws this time going to be given to John Mark Renata.
And Jeremy Godoy is coming in replace for Peralta.
First one is no good for Renata. The second one on its way. And he's 0 out of 2. Monmon Magsino though will get the offensive rebound. Mingilio, no good on that second try. So Godoy now in the game. This time it's Garcia. No good on that shot. Magpali on the rush. Here comes Eco Magpali in the San Pedro Mamba. Nowhere to go, he sends it out. Aguinaldo from deep. Yes, sir!
Oh, great pass there by number 8, Magpali.
Garcia no good on that short jumper. The lead is at 14. Aguinaldo sends it inside to Magsino. Monmon Magsino able to draw himself a foul. And that's going to be 2 freebies coming up for him.
Looks like Garcia just caught himself there.
Monmon Magsino, a San Pedro native and another player of the perpetual Biñan Saints. First one is no good for him.
And he's averaging 9 points, 7 rebounds, and almost 2 assists.
Second one on its way for Monmon Magsino. He goes 1 out of 2 and will cut the lead of Biñan to 13. Nokyao. This time it's De Guzman. Godoy calling a screen. He uses it. That's going to be an offensive foul. Illegal pick called on Mark Burgos.
Yes, because Godoy wasn't patient enough to give that screen, to set that screen.
Less than 8 minutes remaining in chapter number 4. Decent amount of time actually for San Pedro to make something happen.
Yes, because this is just a 13-point lead.
As we're seeing some conversations between Coach Mac Arzola and the official stable. Again, we're seeing Coach Mac Arzola. There seems to be some concern between him and our officials. But that's something you can observe. So still, our officials and Coach Mac Arzola seem to have ended their conversation. The play will continue. It's in the hands of San Pedro Mamba. Eko Magpali has it. He has nowhere to go. The attack by Magsino. Good defense on the side of Biñan. Pero yun lang, nahanapan ng paraan ni Monmon Magsino.
And that's a great effort para dito pa kay Magsino, not giving up on the play.
Let's take another look at this pound-for-pound fitness foul counted move. Again, talk about not giving up on the play. And he completes a 3-point play. More importantly, will cut the lead of Biñan to just 10. Nokyao has it. Mid-range jumper, no good for Nokyao.
Great stop here by San Pedro. They need to convert here.
Meanwhile, Magsino drops it to Magpali. The lead is now cut to 8. Just a single-digit lead for Biñan. Godoy. Garcia from the corner. Yes, sir!
What a shot there by Garcia.
That's Alonso Garcia knocking it from downtown. Under 7 minutes remaining, Biñan. It's back to a big double-digit lead, 11 to be exact. And here goes Jeremy Godoy. Tried to drop it to De Guzman, but that's intercepted by a black shirt.
Yes.
And right now, we'll be turning it over to Renoa Sanchez for a report.
Uno Bidar of San Pedro Mamba, who is also under the JKLV RGG Muntinlupa Emeralds under 18 under division, shared na medyo nabigla raw ito sa kanya mga kalaban dahil akala niya sa 18 under ay grabe ng physicality, pero mas physical raw ang laro on the D-League division. On a brighter side ay mas at home raw siya maglaro sa San Pedro Mamba dahil pride ng kanilang lugar ang kanyang dinadala at wala raw naging awkward moment kahit late siya pumasok sa kanilang koponan, bagkus ay dumagdag pa raw ito sa kanyang mga kuya. Jo, Coach Kito.
Thank you very much, Reno, for that report. And ayun na nga, 21 and under league.
Yes.
Of course, you know, things will naturally get more physical and more intense.
Yes, that's true. Especially you'll be up against 21 and under players, so more athletic sila, and skills-wise or mature-wise, they're more experienced.
Nature Spring timeout. We will return. (68 to 57). It's an 11-point gap in favor of the Biñan Tatak Gel. And they have possession. Garcia from the corner. Overcooks it. And here comes Eko Magpali bringing it down for San Pedro Mamba. Will put one up. And no good. Magsino though will get the offensive board and will go to the free throw line for 2 freebies.
And that foul will be came from Cabonillas, and that's his first personal foul.
First one is good for Monmon Magsino.
And Monmon Magsino, he has 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists.
And will cut the lead of this Biñan squad to just 9, as we're seeing Yuri Butler enter the game. Meanwhile, Nokiao losing the handle. Here comes Alvarez and the San Pedro Mamba. They will take their time. 14 seconds on the shot clock. The attack by Magpali, reverse lay, and it's good.
Great attack there para dito kay number 8 Magpali.
They got a 7-point lead only for Biñan. Godoy sends it out. Mark Burgos from deep. Another overcook from 3. Meanwhile, Eko Magpali. That was for Butler, but Alvarez cleaning up his teammates' mess.
And don't look now, it's a 5-point lead para dito sa Biñan.
San Pedro Mamba just being possessed by a different being in this fourth quarter.
And making a last push.
Let's take another look. Butler initially missed that one, but again Alvarez turning garbage into gold. Over 5 minutes remaining in chapter number 4. Magpali all the way from San Pedro.
Why not Magpali taking that shot from 3? And that's his 15th point already in the game.
And not to mention only a 2-point lead for Biñan. Meanwhile, that's out of bounds. Possession will stay with Biñan Tatak Gel.
And all of a sudden, this is a 1-possession ball game. Let's take a look at that 3-point shot by Magpali.
1-possession game indeed. But Biñan will have a say about it in this possession. Makalintal inside. Nothing you could do against someone as big as Johan Kurt Makalintal. So a chance for Makalintal to make it a 2-possession game once again. First one is no good for him.
He's been cold since his first half, no? Ganda ng pinakita niya nung first half in this game.
Second one on its way for Johan Makalintal. And he will go 0 out of 2, but Cabonillas gets it back. No good. And Burgos, that's gonna be another free throws for Mark Burgos. A box out issue on the side of San Pedro.
Yes. And this game will be all a matter of crashing the boards, no? Kung sino yung who wants to get the ball more and wants to grab that rebound.
First one is no good for him. And he will go 0 out of 2 as well. This time rebound is secured by Bidar. Here comes Alvarez. Up against Panelo. Alvarez. This time it's Bidar. Looking for his teammates. Finds Magpali. At the right side of the arc. Magpali. Sends it to Butler. Oh, Butler was supposed to send it to Alvarez.
And that's a miscommunication para dito kay Butler and Milka.
That earns Butler a trip to the bench.
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's still a 2-point lead for Biñan as there's over 4 minutes remaining in chapter number 4. That's going to be another whistle. A foul called on Joshua Mingilio.
A big task to fill para dito kay Magpali, or rather, Magpali.
And it's going to be penalty freebies for Wilhelm Cabunilias. So far has 9 points in this ball game. Only entered the second half. Make that double figures already for him. As again, we're seeing Coach Mac Arzola and Vice Jel Alonte on our screens. 2 out of 2 for Cabunilias. And again, it's back to a 2-possession game. 4-point lead for Biñan.
And Milka will be subbing out.
Nokiao, good defense. Under 4 minutes remaining in our final chapter. Cabunilias backing down Aguinaldo. Sends it to his teammate Makalintal, but they lose it. And here comes Alvarez. Gets blocked by Burgos. And Biñan looking to attack. Panelo tried to rise up for that shot, but gets fouled by Aguinaldo.
And both teams are in the penalty already. And that puts Panelo in the free throw line to shoot for 2.
Again, Panelo tried to challenge that Aguinaldo defense. Nonetheless, 2 freebies coming up for JP Panelo.
And Panelo, he has 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
And certainly the Sukat native has been instrumental for Biñan. Of course, also playing for the Olivares College Sea Lions. But he will miss that first freebie. Second one on its way. One out of 2. Rather 0 out of 2 for JP Panelo. San Pedro Mamba looking to make something happen. They're down by just 4. Aguinaldo against Nokiao. The pick from Magsino. Aguinaldo this time, oh, that was intended for Magsino. Alvarez saves it. Magsino from 3. He won't hit it. And Biñan will secure the possession. Oh, good defense coming from Alvarez. Able to get the steal and a breakaway lay-in.
A great steal there by Alvarez, being pesky on his defender.
So that's 7 points already for Alvarez. Not to mention only a 2-point lead by Biñan.
Yes.
Meanwhile, here goes Panelo and Biñan Tatak Gel. Panelo handles the leather. And no good on that shot, but he will get it back. Last 6 seconds. In and out on that Burgos jump shot. And possession will stay with Biñan Tatak Gel. as Jeremy Godoy and Arthur Alonte will be entering the game. Perhaps provide some scoring on the side of Biñan.
Yes. And surprisingly, Felipe didn't go back in this game.
Well, again, you know, cramps isn't a joke. O siguro masakit nga talaga.
Yes.
But all the more reason for his teammates to step up. As Arthur Alonte misfiring on that three-point attempt. Meanwhile, Mingilio against Alonte. Sends it out. Renala. Double dribble violation called.
Another turnover here in the part of San Pedro. That's their 15th turnover already.
Still a 2-point lead for Biñan as we're nearing our last 2-minute mark. And there you hear it from our venue announcer, Gio Cruz. Alvarez grabs that steal. Magpali outside. Aguinaldo, no good. Meanwhile, Alonte losing the leather. Godoy gets it back though and will score 2 more points for Biñan.
And that puts them into a 2-possession ball game.
Meanwhile, Magpali getting blocked by Cabonillas.
Another block there by Cabonillas.
Talk about the defense being offered by Wilhelm Cabonillas.
And they need to take care of the ball in this possession.
2-possession game. Over a minute remaining. Cabonillas. Drop pass. Burgos being swarmed. It doesn't matter. He'll score anyway. More importantly, will make it a 3-possession game. Let's take another look on this Burgos shot. Again, he was being swarmed.
Yeah.
But again, the players of Biñan proving that height is indeed might. Nonetheless, Coach Chris Javier will call a nature spring timeout. Last 1 minute and 12 seconds of this ball game. 74-68, make it a 6-point lead for Biñan Tatak Gel. But San Pedro Mamba, they can still make something happen here. Alvarez has it. He's up against Panelo. This time it's Magpali against Alonte. He sends it out. Alvarez from deep. That is short. Aguinaldo gets it back. Still won't fall for San Pedro. Godoy to Alonte. And no good from Arthur Alonte, but he will get it back. But a steal coming from San Pedro. Eko Magpali will choose to step on the brakes. Thought about the three. Magsino inside. Puts one up. Good defense from the big man of Biñan. But Aguinaldo will sick a three-pointer and will make it a 1-possession game.
Same spot, no problem para dito kay Aguinaldo.
Godoy sends it out. Panelo choosing to burn some clock.
Very smart move para dito kay Panelo.
Last 13 seconds. Cabonilla sends it out. Burgos. Is this the dagger? It is! Mark Burgos, cold-blooded corner three-point bomb.
Ice in his veins para dito kay Burgos. And what a dish para dito kay Cabonillas.
Oh, it's just a long two, but nonetheless, it's a dagger. puts Biñan up by 5. 8 seconds remaining in chapter number 4, our final chapter. In a nature spring timeout called by Coach Chris Javier. What a game it has been, not only for Burgos, but the whole squad of
Yes.
Biñan Tatak Gel.
Yes, that's correct. And you need to give credit also for the effort na binigay nitong San Pedro for not giving up.
But still, they are in a tight situation. 8 seconds remaining, you're down by 5. It's a 2-possession game. Not the best situation you could request for, but nonetheless, San Pedro will try to find a way. Again, it's 8 seconds remaining in our final chapter. Let's see if San Pedro has something up in their sleeves. Alvarez, sideline inbound. Magpali trying to get free. Good defense from Panelo. Magsino to Magpali. He puts one up. And he sends it home. But there's just 2 seconds remaining. Let's see what the game plan will be for San Pedro.
Great execution in the part of San Pedro. You can see the ball moving around and getting that open teammate, which is, itong si number 8, Magpali.
Nature Spring timeout called by Coach Mac Arzola. Biñan still up by 2. Again, there's 2 seconds remaining. And Biñan, all they have to do is sink their free throws because for
Yes.
sure San Pedro will foul them.
But for sure, definitely, Coach Chris will try to make a quick steal. Gamble that steal.
Well, hopefully that'll be, the case for them.
Yes.
But again, 2 seconds is, not that much of a time
Yes.
to make something happen really.
But let's see, anything can happen here.
So if they get the steal, most probably they will have to attempt a 3-point shot. And
Yes.
that'll be for the win.
Yes, that's correct.
So let's see what shall transpire in the next 2 seconds.
For San Pedro, they just really need to execute well in their inbound.
Cabonillas. And that'll indeed be the case. They'll intentionally foul Godoy. So Godoy will have to make 2 freebies to give them a safe situation.
Yes, and this is his first trip in the free throw line for this game.
And let's see if that'll have an effect. Again, he was late in this ball game. Hindi siya nakapag-warm up. And yun na nga yung sinasabi natin, Coach
Yes.
Quito.
And kahit si Vice Gel, napatayo na rin.
Yes, it's that intense.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gel Alonte again. Thank you very much for supporting Biñan Tatak Gel 21 and under. Second freebie, it's no good as well. But Cabonillas secures it. And will that be the ball game? Cabonillas signaling there is no more time. But that decision will be up to our officials. And that'll be it. Our final score is 76-74. Biñan escaping a close game.
Yes.
Well, at least it was close in the end.
And they give us a lot treat there down the stretch. But
Yes.
you need to give credit to the San Pedro and Coach Chris Javier for giving a lot of effort to bounce back in this game.
Exactly. But for now, the last laugh will belong to the Biñan Tatak Gel as they will climb up at 3-2. Sa
Yes.
kabilang banda naman, San Pedro falling to 1-4. So congratulations once again to Biñan Tatak Gel. But for tomorrow, ibang Biñan Tatak Gel naman na maglalaro. 14, 16, and 18 under divisions naman going up against Cavite City Aces Solar in the first set of 3. Then second set of 3, it's Manila versus Davao. And then meron ulit tayong 21 and under action, 3 games to be exact. And that day as well, October 20 tomorrow at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila. So make sure to stay tuned to our games. And again, that'll be it for this ball game. After this one, we'll have a press conference segment where Rinoa Sanchez, our courtside reporter, will ask questions to the player of the game. But for now, it'll be a farewell. But before we do that, of course, we would like to thank our sponsors first. Do-Right Bola ng Pinoy, pound for pound, be Liga ready. Nature Spring, the #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasava. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Winford Resort and Casino Manila. Red Dynasty Seafood and Hot Pot Restaurant. CF Moto. And of course, big shout out as well to our Commissioner Keith Picazo, to our Executive Director J.R. Navarro, and to the rest of the Junior MPBL D-League officers. Once again, this has been Chong Pangilinan and Coach Quito Limbo, of course, joined by Rinoa Sanchez at the sidelines. At ito po ang nag-iisang Manny Pacquiao sa Junior MPBL D-League.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Do-Right Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, be Liga ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Wing Bowl, it's like coming home. Chris Jacob Collection for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Punong Barangay Danilo Villanueva of Barangay Escopa 3 for hosting today's game.